Hi, Geminis. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. This is the reading for January 11th through January 17th, 2021. And yes, as I forecast, things were not going to just magically change. In fact, some of them seem to have gone worse. Actually, they haven't. I mean, it's been really crappy, but I feel like it's the culmination of everything. So in so many ways, I feel like we're moving into a better era. So this is for Geminis. And the first card we get is the Empress. And the Empress says you have what you need to get through. See, this is female energy. She's nurturing, she's loving. And if you don't have that going on in your life, you need to be accepting it. Because she's got like the corn down here. She's got trees, rivers. Her gown is got pomegranates on it. Pomegranates are for wisdom. She's got all 12 signs in her crown. And she has a magic wand. Everybody should have at least one magic wand. I have a few. Because I like them. But this energy is all about nurturing yourself and being nurtured. And also sharing that nurturing with other people. Because I find that as the more you are nurtured, the easier you can be nurtured and can be nurturing. But underneath it, we get the devil. So we're going to flip it over. You know what that means when it's reversed. It just means it's watered down. The devil energy is all about addictions or making changes. Things have to change. And so I think this is saying that there are some things in your life that you need to stop doing, or you need to, stop doing so that you can feel more nurtured. That could be changing a job because you have a boss that's a jerk. Or it could be breaking up with a spouse. Whatever it is that is stopping you, that is an addiction. And spouses can be addictions, jobs can be addictions, they all can be addictions. Whatever is stopping you from nurturing yourself and from being nurturing to others, it's time to end that. Okay, next to the Empress, we get the Seven of Pentacles. And this card is also reversed. Blip, 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 blip. And it says that you've been working really, really hard and you're starting to get the fruits of your labors. But now you're starting to question whether or not that's worthwhile. And yeah, as you're getting the fruits of your labors, I believe it is worthwhile. But you're going to be coming to a crisis with that. Not like a negative crisis, but where you're just really questioning. And in fact, you've got decisions to make. Once again, reverse. Blah, 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 blah. And these decisions, this card, this Seven of Cups says, you have to make choices, but make sure you're making the right one. That could be, see, there's like a wreath there, there's flowers, but there's also a snake and someone's been beheaded. So there's all kinds of good things. It also says there's castles in the air. So maybe you need to be more down to earth about these choices. Next to the Empress, we get the Fool. And this says you're getting ready to start off on something new. Turn it over. And the Fool's going, blah, blah. I'm off to something new. And his dog is saying, wait, come back here. And I think that ties in with this card that you've got to make the castles in the air. That, you need to choose a good thing. And because the Fool's got his head up in the clouds and he's only seeing the possibilities. He's not seeing the negatives on the way. And it's time for you to see it all. And this card is the Eight of Wands. And it's also back to choices. And there's things going on behind the scenes. And there's things that are up in the air. And that eventually it's all going to come together. But I really think that ultimately this week, you need to start looking at what it is you need to change. I think that's my biggest takeaway for you. What change do you need to make? And because there are other changes coming, and you're going to have made the first change so that the rest fall into place for you. Now, I am pulling a card from the Oracle of the Unicorns, actually two. Every sign is going to get a slightly different reading because I'm going to be doing different Oracle cards for different signs. Depends upon what resonates. And this says nature. You are to spend some time in nature this week. Now, if you're like me and it's cold, that could be as simple as having a snowball fight or watching some nature videos, I guess, because I'm not going to go freeze. It could be grounding. I don't know where you're going to get your nature in January in some of the cold places. If it's nice, I want you outside, sitting outside, drinking a glass of wine. If you're not in a place where it can be nice, then you're going to have to work a little bit harder at that. You might need to bring some nature inside. Go get some pine cones. Make yourself a little sanctuary in your house that resonates with you, that says that this is part of nature and that you can get into that grounding in that nature. The next card I get is compassion. This card says, I think that you need to be compassionate with yourself, but also with others. I think that right now, it's hard to be compassionate even with ourselves because I think a lot of us feel out of control. I mean, we watched what happened in DC the other day. That was kind of cray. We just don't know what's going to happen from day to day. And it's kind of cray. But I promise you that things are going to get better. I fully believe that. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400 and we can schedule an appointment. And we can even do a yearly reading, you know, where we do like the basics and then one card for each month of the year. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss another video again.